Hey everybody, I wanted to talk a little bit about the severity that is the separation between women. Um, basically, I'm trying to start a girls program, and I find it more and more difficult to get young women to sit in a room and not bash on one another. I think that you learn these things from those older than you. And if I'm 25 years old and I'm talking to someone who's 12, 15, 18, and all they can say is how women can't be trusted, they're trifling, they're backstabbers, they're liars and cheaters and, mansealers, and there's something to be said about how far we've come. It is the sadness that we separate ourselves from one another. From at one point in time, we were all in the same boat. And I don't think we noticed that we still are. And while we bicker and scramble to be on top, the lid is being placed on our heads, and we are considered irrational and emotional. And basically, we're just fighting like crabs in a barrel, but we're still in a barrel, by the way. And that's the problem. That while we fight and degrade one another, bring each other down, sleep with each other's men, lie and cheat and steal and, force one another to think the way we do, we don't realize that that is exactly what we're supposed to do. To get to a place where you see more women saying that Rihanna deserved to be beaten by Chris Brown, or she deserved it. And it's not just Rihanna. It's domestic violence, it's a woman being cheated on, it's a woman being raped. It is more women saying that we deserved it than men. How can that possibly even just be real? I'm 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 fucking flabbergasted. I just cannot believe we as women would say that another woman deserves to be raped because of what she was wearing. And this is not, I mean, yeah, there's other people saying it, but if you do your research, you find it's more and more women. When Oprah Winfrey says that the woman that was raped in her, in Central Park should have not been in Central Park and wearing her shorts, I guess, when she's running, it just says how far we've come. Yes, it's sad that women, as we live on what my mom calls a rape schedule, which is so devastating. But we all know as women, there is just a time, there is a place, there is a person. And it's so sad that we live like that. But we have gotten to a point where we need to protect ourselves. And now we're not even protecting one another. We don't teach the younger generation how to live. We teach them how to be afraid. We teach them to hate and to discriminate and to, you know, uh, by any means necessary to find that man, to 1930 settle down, to have a house. You must do whatever it takes. We must wear certain things and be a certain size and say something specific to really be loved. We must put one another down, and it is fucking ridiculous, and it's so sad, and it's bullshit. I I'm exhausted. I spend so much time trying to explain the beauty of a woman, and how strong we are, how much we deserve, how much womanhood and sisterhood means so much. But the minute someone does something that isn't on the standards of what it means to be a woman, whatever that may be, we are damned by one another. A man doesn't need to call a woman a bitch because the next woman has already done that for him. Or call her a hoe, or call her, a slut, or easy, or fat, or ugly, or unattractive. We already do it to one another, and it is killing me. I want this to change. I want us to be together, to work hard for one another, and it's not happening. How did this happen? Please tell me if you know. How have we come so far to be so behind? I love women. I love sisterhood. I love building one another up. I love when my sister gives me a hug, when my girlfriend, my all my friends call me and lift me up, and I lift them up, and we spend time together and true friendship. Not everything is perfect, but I think we are looking for a type of perfection that doesn't exist. And when it doesn't happen, we attack one another like fucking animals. I just don't know where we're supposed to go from here. And I know there's 1,000 little steps to get us to where we need to be as women, but we have to start somewhere, and we're just not doing it. We are separating ourselves more and more and more, and nothing's happening. And I just want it all to stop. I don't understand how another woman could be okay with someone else being physically abused or mentally abused or emotionally abused in any capacity. I don't understand it. Every woman should band together when another one of us is hurt, but we don't. Why do we accept that things like this happen? And if we just be good little girls, it will never happen. It rains on the righteous as well as the unrighteous. I don't understand why women believe that if they are good, that it will not happen. If they do everything their husband or boyfriend says, that we won't get hit. Or if we do everything we're supposed to do, we will get the man we want, or we will get the job we need, or we need to step on every woman anywhere to get to the top. Yes, this world is dog eat dog. But it is us who is putting more pressure than anything else. If celebrity women would talk to young girls more, would have them understand that they don't wake up like that. So we reach for impossible standards because that's what's beautiful. And we have to fight with one another as if there is one man left standing. And it becomes harder and harder for us to love one another because we love ourselves less and less. And it's devastating. And I think we need to pull ourselves together, truly, to be happy. It's going to take a lot of time, but I'm hoping to start the dialogue. I'm hoping we could have an open discussion as to why we are so damaged and why we are not healing properly. It's as if we wait until another woman has a scab to rip it off and make her bleed all over again. And it's shameful in a way. So anyway, I just wanted to say that before I went to bed. I'm exhausted. It's a lot of thinking, as always, being me. It's so good to talk to you guys. I hope to do it again very soon. So have an amazing night. Later.